Carney, and this is my informative presentation. I'm going to be talking about my chosen career profession, and it's what I want to be when I grow up, and I would like to be a producer. I'm still not sure what I want to do yet as when I'm a producer. I don't know if I want to be in the news industry or the movie making business. As a movie producer, you're basically the head honcho of the whole production. In the movie making business, there's 3 stages to production: pre-production, production, and post-production. In pre-production, that's basically the get-together of trying to get together the movie together before it goes into obviously the filming it and getting the actors to act. The producer has to gain film rights from a storyline. So say the producer wanted to get film rights from the Twilight series. The producer has to talk in discussion with the author and the producer has to get together and try and compromise on what they both want to see in the film. The producer can't get the film rights unless the author agrees to what they both visualize and they come to a compromise. The producer also goes through the hiring process. They hire the actors, the actresses, and the crew, and they also hire the director. In the production phase, the producer obviously can't be in every place at once, so the producer also hires the executive producers, the unit production managers, and the line producers. And they're all producers, and they are scattered throughout the set, and they make sure that the camera angles are set, the setting's okay, the lighting's okay, the actors and actresses are obviously doing their job, and if there's something wrong, the producers have to fix it to make sure that what's being visualized through the camera is what they're seeing in real life. In post-production, the producer is the editing person, obviously, so they have to make sure that the sound and visual effects are all put into the film. They also have to make sure every scene is correct and which scene they want to put in and which scene they want to take out if they don't agree with the scene. There's something called a negative effect, and that's when an ending that they filmed doesn't agree with the whole film. So what they do is they make something called an alternative ending. If you go into a bonus features of a DVD, a lot of films have the alternative ending section, so you can see what the alternative ending was supposed to be. That's basically what their job is. If they have to change the ending, they rewrite the script and change the ending, and the actors and actresses come back and fix the scenes they filmed or do the alternative endings. As a news producer, there's not really a lot of director roles. It's just basically the producer. The producer is the director, is the same person. The producer writes the script, organizes the show, gather leads on story, checks up on reporters to make sure that anything that they're doing a live feed on, like for instance a Heron Hernandez case and whatever's going on in their court date hearings or anything like that. The producer is making sure that the reporter is getting updates and making sure what's going on with this story and everything like that. They also kind of get together with the anchors and the crew and kind of communicate without each other. Education, I'm going to school for communications. You can, for a producing position, you can go to school for film, cinema, or obviously communications. It's probably the best route to go into a communications field because communications does go through learning about media ethics, and it teaches you how to produce a TV show. There are classes where it basically broadbands around the whole aspect of what producing is all about. And it's an optional minor to do film and cinema, so if you did want to do a movie producing position, you have that visual effects and sound and editing position that not a lot of news stations can actually do. In order to get a good job in both these industries, it's good to have experience. As a producer, it's good to try and get a job as a production assistant, and basically all they really do is they get copies for people, make copies or get copies for their producers, but they're getting hands-on experience and they're experiencing what the life is like on set and how everybody acts and how everybody works, and they're getting that hands-on experience. And as well as internships, it's pretty good to get internships, especially if you want to be a movie producer, if you want to get an internship with Universal. That's a pretty big innovative company that has all these new technology for special effects and visual effects, and it's good to be with those big companies because you have a good resume and good references and background of what you want to do, and it's easier for people to hire you if you have such a big name reference to back you up. My experience is in my senior year in high school. I participated in my TV news station, and it's basically the same thing, but it was more running announcements every morning, talking about what's going on in the school, and doing intros and outros, and just like this one, mine was Project Firework, and we basically got the whole school together, and it was a rough job because it was like a producer position where you organize the whole thing, communicate with the students throughout the school, making sure everything's going to go okay when we do this project. That's the experience I have, and I truly enjoyed it, and that's why I chose the career in a producing position.